Hello everybody and welcome to the Bob Stoops app. I'm Brad McMullen along with the Hall of Fame football coach Bob Stoops, and we're going to be doing these intimate videos to give you a better idea of the experiences that coach has had throughout the years and also his thoughts on what's currently happening in college football. And a lot has happened over the last year, including a new role you have with Fox Sports. How excited are you about covering college football as a college football analyst?
I'm really excited about it. It's experiencing college football for me in a different way. And I know so many of these coaches and players, so to be able to interact with them in a different, in a different way, of course, as a TV personality. So, in fact, I'm on my way here shortly in the next couple of days to the Big Ten head coaches media day. So I'll get a chance to interview 5-6 coaches that I'm really good friends with and have some fun with it. And I'm sure they'll be teasing me that now I'm a media guy, but that's okay. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, welcome to the dark side, right?
Yep.
As they say. All right, the other big story, if you will, for us has been NIL. Unbelievable change where kids, college athletes, now have a chance to make money on their name, their image, their likeness. What are your thoughts on NIL in the short term and the long term for college football?
Yeah, I first of all, I think it's always great young people from different backgrounds can make money just on who they are. Mm-hmm. Being supported that way is always a positive. The only negative I see is how is it not going to be part of recruiting? How will the dynamics of a football team, if the offensive lineman who's blocking so hard and working so hard and going against those mean, tough defensive linemen protecting his quarterback, he's not making any money and the quarterback makes all the money. Mm. So to me, there's going to be some dynamics that everybody's going to find out that we don't know, how that part's going to work, and how is it equitable in a team? In a team setting. So that part, we'll see how it goes. Again, I think it's always positive that young people, again, all these different backgrounds can help their families, help themselves. There's just going to be some different parts of it that are unknown that we're going to all experience.
Yeah, and the other big thing, transfer portal. I mean, you could always transfer when you were a coach, but things have changed where people can have eligibility right away now. And in the olden days, if you will, a lot of people that entered the transfer portal were non-starters. Now you have a large chunk of people entering the transfer portal who are starting for their current program. How do you think that's going to affect college football?
Yeah, it's just different. Here's the thing. In a lot of cases, it's really good for the individual and for the school. OU has benefited greatly in the last 4 or 5 years.
Done pretty good in the quarterback transfer portal.
With Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts. So, but in the end, what people don't hear a lot of is the players who do transfer and it doesn't work out for them. Or the person who enters the transfer portal, leaves the team and isn't picked up. So there's risk in it. It's not always going to work great for everybody. But I just hopefully young people who enter into it understand that there's no guarantees anywhere you go. Yeah. So in the end, that's something that again we'll see as we continue here how positive it is.
And you might also see something play out where you have a great player, and with the NIL transfer portal all coming together, where it could be, if you needed this one player on your team, if you go back in your own rosters and you're like, we were one player away from being this level of a team, now in a sense you can go after that player. It's interesting.
We'll get a bunch of boosters together and guarantee that he makes a certain amount of money. So and when I was initially really against all of this, and I came out and said it, that's the part of it that worries me, is the amateurism of it is no longer. And now you can recruit players through dollars and all. So that part of it, is that part worries me. You love, again, I don't back down from, I want to have players to have money. That's fine. But let's not ruin the amateurism part that's been so positive. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully we can all, college football will continue because it is such a great product, the way it has been, with players making money but still have the college atmosphere and players getting the education and working hard, and that it doesn't create animosity amongst team members as well. So that part we're going to find out.
How do you think, hindsight's 2020, but how would it have impacted some of your teams if you had NIL and you had the transfer portal the way it's set up today? I mean, would it have made just a tremendous difference, you think?
Well, the part that sticks out to me immediately is through my years, I had a lot of great players. So the name, image, and likeness, we'd have had Josh Heupel from the beginning. The Adrian Petersons, the Tommy Harrises, the Roy Williams, Rocky Kalmus, on and on and on. Jason White, Sam Bradford, DeMarco Murray. We've had players that would have benefited greatly. There's no question. That part of it, there's no doubt. How the transfer portal would have affected me, it's kind of hard to tell, in that's just kind of a fluid situation even currently, amongst teams. So I don't know how that would have really affected my teams, but I know the name, image, and likeness, we'd have had a lot of players profiting well from it.
Do you think coaches, in a sense, may have to put some of their resources in recruiting to looking at players that are currently playing college football now, just to have an idea who they are? Because in the old days, you really don't know until they're saying, "Hey, coach, I want to transfer to you." But now it's a whole different ballgame.
Oh, there's no question that part of the recruiting staff is now, evaluating players across the country and daily scouring and looking at the transfer portal and researching players, pulling them up, watching game tape and film of them, on and on. So that is already happening. That is already a part of everybody's recruiting staff.
Interesting. I can't believe it. The 2021 college football season is almost upon us. Coach Stoops, thank you so much for your insight. And if you want to have an opportunity to have lunch with Coach Stoops, you can actually enter to win right here on the app. Just fill out the information and you could be sitting down with Coach Stoops, asking him your own questions over lunch. Pretty exciting stuff. And again, for more exclusive content right here inside the Bob Stoops app, click on the video tab. For Bob Stoops, I'm Brad McMullen.